Okay, the 6th video of the 5th section of the flow form. The last video we got up to position 10, we shoot the tiger. So with this video we're going to work on 11, 12, 13. They're all new movements, but let's get into it. Let's do the first 10 postures to start with to refresh what we know. Single whip. 1, 2, step up 7 stars. 3, step back. 4, to ride the tiger. Right, left. 5, start of the 360-degree turn. 6, continue turning, right around. 7, lotus kick. 8, sweep to the corner. 9, back to the back corner. 10, shoot the tiger. Okay, and shoot the tiger position. I will explain facing you guys. Shoot the tiger. Weights in the right leg. Hips facing side wall. Eyes glancing to the corner. Now, the 11th step, you're just going to step straight back with the left leg. With the 11th leg. With the left leg. And when you step, the foot will be on the angle to the corner, but the hips will face the sidewall. Okay, and as you go back, you go into a position like a rollback, like preparing for the rollback. So left hand is close to the elbow, and this part of your fingers will be in line with the shoulder. Okay, nice strong position, weight in the left leg. So shoot the tiger, sit back. Again, shoot the tiger, sit back. Nice and open there. When you move into positions like the rollback that are very yin, quite often we collapse our arms into us. We collapse the arms toward the body. We don't want to be doing that. You create space with your body and your arms. So you have this bigger space. So this distance is essentially yours. If you bring it in, this distance is yours. It's too small. You want to be big. You want to fill yourself up. So even though you're doing a rollback, you're in a way moving away from a force. You're extending a force. You're still creating more and more space. Yeah, and that's what you do here. So 10, single whip, shooting the tiger. 11, okay, sitting back. Now 12, with the right leg, you're going to turn to completely face the back wall. Yeah? So 11, you're like so, but the right foot doesn't need to go back. It just needs to turn in the spot. Okay, it just needs to turn, boom. So you face the side wall, back wall. Getting confused because I'm always facing you guys. If you guys are the side, this is the back wall. Shoot the tiger. Sit back. That's 11. Then 12. Now with the arms, the hands are going to change position. So it's this pivoting from the elbows. Step with the right leg. Right hand goes down. Left hand comes up. Boom. So it's the Taiji Ball. But it's opposite to most of your Taiji balls that you've done in the form. Most of them have been right over left. This one is left over right. But the same feeling, full open feeling. Remember, you can feel the magnetic space between your hands. You've got some feeling there. As you're getting to this stage of the form, maybe learning the new postures, okay, it's not so clear. But maybe in your first sections of the form, you're starting to get this feeling of this magnetic feeling, or the feeling that you're moving through a thicker substance. Okay, hopefully this is happening. This is the connection through the body. The base, the ground, the earth, connecting with your base, connecting through your torso, connecting through your hands, connecting through your head to the heavens. So you're starting to feel bigger, more within the space. Let's continue. 10, shoot the tiger. 11, roll back. 12, to the back wall. Right hand going under, left hand above. So here you're facing directly to the back wall. Okay, I'll explain those two movements, doing it the normal way. We shoot the tiger, 11 back, so you're facing sidewall, 12 making back. Now here we're going to do quite a nice movement. I'll show it facing this way because then you'll see it. So you guys are going to be the back wall now. So I'm going to shoot the tiger, coming back, 12. Now the hands are going to slightly push to the right, to my right. They're going to push to the right and then they're going to loop over as I pull into the left leg. So my step will be to the left, so it's going straight across. Similar to the wave hands like clouds. Boom. So the foot goes flat, flat. But the hands will go right, and we can turn a little bit with the right, with the hips to the right, and then they start to turn over. So the ball turns over, and you pull in. You pull in, right hand will face up, left hand's facing down, pull toward the hip, the left hip. So you've got this tendency to pull in. Boom, pull in. I can't explain it completely unless doing the next movements, but we'll see it in the next video anyway. Let's try those three movements. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. That's basically it. But it's a very nice movement. When you come into the 13th posture, let go of this leg. Really let go. You must do. If you don't let go of it, you'll be stiff here. You can't get the turning in the hip. Soften in. Let go of the knee. Let go of the foot. There's no weight in it. Okay, remember, there's no weight. If you find you're not getting the full hip movement that you should be, then you can practice by lifting up the other leg. Make sure it's free. Make sure it's free. Make sure it's free. Yeah, you can ask yourself, are you letting go of the other leg, the other hip? So let's try this facing the direction that we're going to be normally going. It means my last two postures are basically going to be facing away from you. From 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's go through from the start of the 5th section right through to the 13th posture, even though you can't see these last two postures so well. I'll then turn around and do it facing you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 5. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, now I'll do it facing this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, right, left, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so for the 13th posture, you can be slightly turned a little bit further than the back wall. You'll see in the next posture what it's going to form into. Essentially, the last two videos of the whole form, they're repetition. They're basically exactly the same as the first section, end of first section. So up until this point, up until you've got to this 13th point, This has been all the new positions. Now you know everything else. We'll just talk about the last bit of the closing. I didn't talk so much about it from the end of the first section. But essentially you know everything else.